Hello, Wednesday, May 6th. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Danu's Celtic World. I'm Kate. Hope everybody's having a good week. We have a lot going on this week, a tremendous amount of activity going on. The planets have been blessing us. I believe yesterday we had a meteor, an asteroid shooting out meteors all night long. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I have neighbors that have telescopes and they've got to catch a glimpse of that. I'm sure it was beautiful. We've also had on Monday the moon in Gemini, Venus in play at the very beginning of the week. The very beginning of the week. Um, to the story with adding to that Mercury and Mars square. That's not an easy one. Squares are difficult, facing challenges, trying to find a balance. You know, looking for adaptability, communication. Strategic action. Mars is all about action, going fast, the warrior, energy, energy. There is no sitting down in that with that planet. Mars is our warrior, ruler of Aries, and also Scorpio, which just went through last week with our full moon, which was so much fun. Lots of downloads. The veil is still very thin. We've had Mercury Mars square, also supports our personal ambitions, being bold, being a bit aggressive, don't start anything though if you're not sure that that's really, really, really what we want to be doing, where we want to be going. Trying to get this situated here. The camera is just hiding on me, but um, there we go. We have a lot going on today with Pluto Retrograde Sagittarius. That is strong energy. Pluto is also one of the ruling planets of Scorpio. Deep intuitive insights, the underworld, Hades, hidden powers, emotional truths, and with that comes clarity, turning points and for all zodiac signs this past week and going forward. It's going to be definitely one of those situations where we are going to be having a lot of super intense foresights and some challenges that may come up in front of us that will force us to balance, push us to use our daily energies and come to those day-to-day challenges, but at the end, giving us so much clarity that we weren't expecting. Something will pop up unexpectedly. It's almost like you're going through your humdrum day, and then all of a sudden, you know, and it could be even just a simple thing. Typically for me in the past, it may have been, you know, driving along in downtown traffic, like most people coming home from work or coming back from a long trip or dropping the kids off, and boom, tire. And a lot of that has to do with the change in the weather here too, because um, usually that affects our tires here down south. A lot of different spiritual alliance, an alignment. When I mean alliance, I mean some of us are going to with this Pluto retrograde And re-examining with this transit our belief systems, our truth seeking of who we are and what we stand for and where we stand in our beliefs. Do we have spiritual beliefs, or are we more of a scientist type? Do we believe in the unseen? Do we believe beyond the veil? Do we only believe that we're here in this 3D world and then we just go on, or do we believe that the 3D world moves on? And it does. I promise you, it does. And into other dimensions. Reviewing worldviews is a big topic this week with everything going on, and it is so important for us to do that, to reevaluate that. We don't want any more of these hikes and prices and food and gas and oil. And today was over $4 here. And I'm thinking to myself, gee, thank God I worked that, I'm not more than, 15 miles down the road. Could you imagine if I had to drive, or other people who have to drive an hour and a half to work? My goodness, you know, what are the foundations of you, me, what I believe? I meditated on that today and yesterday. You know, what do we believe our identity is? What do we want our new identity to be? What kind of people do we want to be in the presence of? Where would you like to see yourself 10, 15, 20, 25 years from now? Many of us have been doing that. I'm sorry. Many of us have been doing that. Our cultural values with all of the holidays that have passed, that are coming up, spending time with families and barbecuing, and Memorial Day weekend and Mother's Day weekend. And we just passed, you know, Easter, Passover, Good Friday, spring break, Lent, you know, on and on and on. And some of us don't observe those, and some of us do. But do we really have faith in those things, or are we just going through the motions? Are we really absorbing those experiences with our families, our friends, our neighbors, our partners, our loved ones, or whomever we're experiencing those with? The person across the street that said, "Hey, come on over. We have extra for dinner." Are we really intrinsically, mentally, physically, emotionally absorbing those experiences? Or are we just going through the motions, and it's not really who we are? Who are we really? And with Pluto going retrograde today, early this morning, very early, um, those types of questions are going to come into our minds. What are our cultural values? Did our did the people who raised us, our parents, our guardians, our foster parents, our relatives, our grandmother, our aunts, our uncle, our cousins, whomever you were raised by, did they culturally integrate that into your life? And do we believe in that? Is that ingrained in who we are and how we represent ourselves in our ascendant, in our first house? How people see us in the world, that's our ascendant when we're doing tarot. How people see us, how we come off up to the world, how people see us, how we work, how we play, how we act, how we carry ourselves in the world. Is that who we really are intrinsically? Or is there something else deeper that we want to really dive in? We want to really be a part of. We really want to touch base with. We really want to have that connection. Really want to have a soul connection with something with more meaning in our lives. Something that we could take with us as we grow, as we age, as we mature. You know, what is our philosophical frameworks? You know, you know, this is all about deep change, and I've been talking about this and putting this out there. You know, freedoms. It's up to you, all of you in the collective. You know, I said this the last time I was on here. I'm going to reiterate that. Some of us will not be the same individual we are now as we will appear to be 6 months, a year, 7 years from now, because this Uranus entering Gemini transit goes to 2033. And we'll have some dips in there, some other things going on with other planets coming in there and taking some deep dives into all of that as well. You know, Cancer will come in there in 2032. I can go on and on and on, but the biggest point is it's time to explore if we are being our authentic selves. Are we shaped by intrinsic motivators in our lives? Or are we living our true intrinsic selves and taking time to go back and reflect and meditate, journal, write down our experiences. How do we feel? How do we feel about those things? I am such a big proponent of journaling and writing down how I feel or taking the time to reflect on how I treat others and how others have treated me. What have I learned from this? What have I what have I brought into this from these experiences? What has it brought to you? How does it affect me? Those experiences affect me. How do those experiences affect you? With this Pluto retrograde in Sagittarius, we're going to have all these scenarios come into play, and I implore everybody to take some time to do some truth seeking, some journaling, re-reviewing our worldviews, you know, explore your authentic self. Who do you feel really had an impact in your life, in your heart, in your mind, in with your chakras? Who's made a difference for you? Who's made an impact to shape you? What intrinsic lessons have we learned all these years? What would we like to learn further and transition to and go further in our personal growth? Because we've grown so much, all of us have in the collective, myself included. If I go back, if I go back 15 years ago, I am not who I am now. Experience does that to some people: loss, love, happiness, death, um, changing homes, changing lives, going through life. You know, if I look back at myself in my 20s and I looked at who I am now, I'd be like, do I know you? Seriously. So we all need to take and see who we've shaped to become and how though these things that have shaped our lives and gave us that personal growth. How are we going to use that to our benefit? How are we going to use that to better ourselves, to strengthen our truth seeking, shaping our worldviews, and keeping those solid foundations, keeping us grounded. This is all the things that Pluto, retrograde in Sagittarius is going to be doing that. This divine guidance that we need to hone into is also going to give us a lot of spiritual growth and intuition to see things from a different perspective and in a much more worldly view. than just what's just going around us, around you, around your environment, around your ecological assessment environment, meaning around your home, what happens in your home, what happens with your family. Some of us, we only worry about that, and when we leave, we just go to work, like a robot. We just go, 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 do, do. Okay, time to go. All right, bye. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. And we don't even process the, the growth that we've taken in, the things that we're learning, um, exploring the time, that we have, showing that we're involved in our life, not just going through the motions, and being more authentic and being more attuned to what's going on in our environment. I believe that everybody should be doing that. And it's really important to do that because sometimes when we pay attention to things, we see hidden messages. And speaking today of hidden messages, for the past 3 days, I have gotten angel number 333, which is divine guidance. And today I had gotten the 555, which is personal growth. Leaving, and I've been saying this too, leaving behind what no longer serves us. Let it go. Bye. Bye, toxic person. Bye, toxic environment. Bye, I don't need you anymore. I'm done with your abuse. Bye, narcissistic person. Goodbye, the one who belittles me. Goodbye, the one that doesn't believe in me. That is how this is going to shape this retrograde, how Uranus moving into Gemini is going to help mold the next 7 years, which is so important, incredibly important. I, for one thing, have already started seeing changes, and with the people around me, and resolving patterns. If you're, like I said, just explain to you, oh, we get up, we go to work, blah, 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 pattern, 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 and we're not paying attention to what's going on in our environment, our world, with our children. We think everything's okay as long as the schedule's great, as long as nothing's broken, right? And nobody's hurting anybody, right? And nobody's getting into trouble. Mm-mm. We need to start paying attention to those things and seeing what's authentically going on, being our authentic selves, what we really want to see for not just ourselves, our surroundings, our children, our families, exploring new ways to reinvent ourselves, to be more profound in our personal growth and really experiencing life instead of just going through the motions, truly living in it. That's what I have for today. And, I really would like for everybody to take a look, and not just that, you know, one of the things that, and I have four sisters, so growing up, I get it. It's not easy for parents to pay attention to what all of their children are doing and where this one's here. We used to keep a schedule, a map, who's going to soccer, who's got cheerleading, who's going to chorus, who's in band. Oh, band and chorus concerts tonight. Oh, Saturday we have a game at 8 in the morning. Who's barbecuing for that game? Who's going? Is mom going? Who's going? Are you going? Is grandma, papa coming? Things like that. Instead of just going through those motions, try to be more involved in it, living within those frames of true, intrinsic, authentic participation of you yourself being a part of that, not just going through the motions of doing the Mars energy warrior go, 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 go thing. Because go, 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 go doesn't help you feel the emotions. Go, 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 and just doing doesn't help you think about what's going on with everybody in your surroundings, your children, your parents, your grandparents, your husband. You go through the motions, sorry, you go through the motions, and then all of a sudden something happens, and you're like, I never saw that coming. And that happens so often, so often. And then we're just devastated or we're just surprised. And that's what I meant earlier when I said we may see some new challenges come up if we're just going through the motions and not paying attention to the Pluto retrograde, which is going to help us. Pluto is, one of the rulers of Scorpio. He's incredible. Scorpio stands for incredible intuition, incredible strong psyche, incredible analytical skills, being fully involved in your world intrinsically, not out here just going through the schedule extrinsically, being authentic, asking the questions, sitting down and having a hamburger with your younger kids while you're watching the game. And if they spill it, you have a good laugh and you help out, pick it up, and build a memory. Those are the things that we need to pay attention to going forward from today and in the past couple of days as well. Squares are having difficulties finding balance, and we do that often with our jobs, with ourselves, with whom we're seeing, if we're seeing anyone, if we're just trying to keep our friends, with neighbors, with buddies, with colleagues, with our work, our deadlines, getting to work on time, beating traffic, getting up on time, cooking on time, getting the kids there on time, feeding the dog, the cats, everybody on time, right? Because that's what squares are. They want you. It has squares have difficulties balancing energies, but with Pluto in the mix, Pluto is letting go of that power that those energies have over you to just go, and you go doom, 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 doom. Now take the feelings and become an intrinsic part of those events. That's what we're looking forward to do. That transformation, that beautiful transformation that's, from afar you could be watching and you're seeing this beautiful, you know, your beautiful daughter or your beautiful son, handsome, beautiful child. And for the first time, you're sitting down actually paying attention to them go from, oh, I remember when they were this tall. And now look, I'm watching them talk to their friends coming out of school, and they're becoming adults. When did I miss that? Time flies when you're busy. So let's be more a part of the intrinsic part of our lives, more truth seeking, looking into our belief systems, holding foundations, being more grounded, checking in with our cultural references and our ideals, our identity, our philosophical framework, all the things that go with Pluto, and with it retrograde, we can forget to do those things. And we want to continue to do those things and build a stronger foundation with those things because we want to take time to explore, to find out where we are authentically and how we are shaping ourselves for our short-term and long-term futures for ourselves and others that are also a part of your lives, of everybody's lives here collectively in tonight's reading. So, with that said, I'm going to pull some cards, and I hope that was helpful to you and giving you some guidance. Pluto energies and Sagittarius energies are very strong. I mean, Sagittarius is a strong, strong person. They like travel and wisdom and philosophy and higher education. Those are also things you could think about. Maybe some of you kids are growing up. Do you want to go back and take some courses or get some certificates and get a raise or an increase or a job change, and exploring times to reshape yourself, reshape your career, reshape your job. You know, it also might be again with religion, uh, with Pluto in the mix, and beliefs and letting go and transformation. We might question our belief system. You know, some people are born to be in this religion, and that's it. That's all they're supposed to be believing in. I believe we should all be open minded because, as I have studied, many Catholicism, Judaism, Buddhism, Taoism, spirituality all come together eventually and connect. We should all be mindful, open minded, and be respectful of everybody's belief system. Don't have to participate in that conversation, but we all want to be treated the way you want others to treat you the way we want to be treated, and we all want respect in matters that others want respect when it pertains to their belief systems and how they want to raise their family and how they want to hold themselves accountable in the world today. That's on them, and we all have to be responsible adults for ourselves and be authentic, and again shape ourselves and see where we want to be for our long-term and short-term goals for all of those things. That's where Pluto in this retrograde with Sagittarius comes in. Everything I mentioned has to do with Pluto. Pluto is all about the letting go, the power, the transformation, the psyche. Mars is going fast, fast, fast. Ambition, energy. All this is going to go fast. And while you're thinking of that, then we're going to go into the Sagittarius, where it's higher education, travel, religion, you know, going further. I mean, oh my gosh, cultural routines, cultural references, our belief systems. As we get older, we grow, we change. We don't all stay the same. No, I know people that do. Um, gee, I I have relatives that every week, and people in my family that every Wednesday, they're going to church. Their kids go to Bible studies on Wednesday, and every Sunday they're in church. They're helping do the collection. They're helping go after lunch with their clergymen, with their friends, with their neighbors. And it's been that way for 30, 40 years, and they're still doing it. That blessed be. That's great. That's wonderful. What works for one person or a bunch of people doesn't necessarily work for everybody. That's why we all have to be respectful. Just like those individuals will not probably won't come to my house and light up some candles and do a clearing, like some sage, meditate, open the windows, listen to nature, do a meditation, do a grounding ritual. Same thing with Sabbath or Shabbat on Saturday for Judaism. Those things are all coming into play. Our foundations of who we are and who we're going to be are going to be much different. Change and personal freedom is up to you. But you have the freedom to figure out and discern within your own philosophical framework. Who do you authentically want to be intrinsically? Again, short term and your long term goals for everybody that is surrounded within your life. Okay, tonight I have picked the Illuminati Lost. I just put, this isn't the wrap, it fell off. The Illuminati deck. I'm going to shuffle it. And so here, everybody has been so wonderful. I've had some great, wonderful postings and emails and likes, and I love it. You can, again, I'm on Daniel's Celtic Worlds. I'm Kate. I'm running the company, and I also run this from home and from my office. I have an Instagram, a TikTok, a Facebook, a YouTube, um, Gmail. You can contact me at Dano's Celtic World and all those situations. And I always let everybody know how they can do that. I will. I tried to do it today, and the internet, it was raining here today, and then tomorrow here in the Houston area, we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms for another couple days. Um, and some places, believe it or not, they're getting severe storms and tornadoes because I'm in the south part of Texas, but people that are in the very north part of Texas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Tennessee, are having some very bad storms. So we had lots and lots of lovely technology situations. And I just want to let everybody know I'm very happy that you're here. We're going to talk some more about this Pluto retrograde and how it affects our day. We have a couple more days, and I know that I believe that some of you that I spoke to today that have been really talking to me about some of the changes in your life, I believe everybody is going to be fine. You know, not going through. It is time, babies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure we're awake. Beautiful. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles stands for family. This is great. Love it. Okay. Family. Oh, I have several cameras here, so. Family. Representing family. Money, wealth, material world, business, family, great success with family, children, pets, animals. This is a beautiful card. And some of you are going to be getting married. And a lot of the astrology, there are several signs that are having, many of you, the majority of you are having a lot of good luck coming to you here in the future. And many of you will be meeting, if you're not already partnered, or you will be running into, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, and then, by the end of this 2026 or the beginning of next year, 2027, you will be getting married. I've been seeing it. I've been talking to a lot of people. I've been hearing it myself around, people talking, getting serious real quick, like they knew each other their whole lives. This is a beautiful card. This has to do with love, happiness, success, vitality, family, friends. They've got their family there, the husband and the wife, the grandfather, the children, the animals, all in their home together. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. This is about the full circle of having a lovely family, a lovely happy life, a lovely successful marriage, all of the comforts of having the true meaning of what family is, to come together as a whole and be one. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And let's see what else we have. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords, and Eight of Swords stands for being stuck in their own decision, having a hard time making decisions. I have this card a lot lately, and I had some really good luck the past several weeks, and then this card would come up. There may be some of you in the collective that are watching me weekly that may be having a hard time to make a decision. Okay, you are standing feeling blocked because you have to make a decision. You have a decision you have to make. You're feeling like you're being held back because there are decisions that need to be made and you're having a hard time making it. So you're feeling trapped in your own decision making and having a hard time moving forward. She's got her emotions behind her. She's got the earth behind her. She's got wands with her. This is a very fulfilling card. If you see, she's got the ocean, water, swords, air, mind, earth, ground, pentacles. Okay? We have a lot here. Okay? And she has many colors of the fire sign. Her hair is auburn, close to red. The ropes that are around her are like vines, like wands, fire signs. There are all the elements in this card that are participating in this woman's decision making, feeling held back, feeling restrained, having a hard time moving forward, feeling like she's being trapped into this decision, or she feels like she's having a hard time getting out of this decision, moving forward. You know? It's not easy feeling like you're being binded and held back from this decision that this young lady has to make. We all need to make decisions and re-examine all of the situations that are our lives that are out there. That is what the situation is within this woman's standing there. She has all four elements: wands, swords, air of mind, water of emotions, pentacles of the material world, and the money and wealth and business, our health, our well-being in life, and how we live it. There are decisions that this lady or this man of the Eight of Swords needs to make, and they're feeling held back, and they're taking a stand before they go forward. They're feeling blocked because there are decisions that need to be made, and they're having a hard time making them. Here, they're having a hard time making it. But the first card that we got here, the house is the woman is in the house. She's having her family. She's in this house already. This first card we picked that came out in the deck. But for some reason, the woman is feeling blocked here. There are decisions that have to be made before she can have this Ten of Pentacles. Her wealth, her home, her husband, her happiness, the parents, the grandparents, the children, the animals, the land, the beautiful home. Here she's having a hard time making those decisions, and her home is out of reach at this moment. There are decisions to be made, and there are emotions that need to be looked at. There's air of swords. Air represents the mind. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you know anybody that's having a problem right now that is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, both feminine and or masculine, they may be having a problem with communication, with expression, partnerships, friendships, or social groups in their community, that they're having a hard time making decisions to get to this point of the Ten of Pentacles, which is full of bliss and happiness and family and wholeness and whole marriage, the whole life, complete wholeness within having a future and having a family. I have here, wondering if you can draw a card. I will draw a card. We have one more card to pull. for this 3-card drawing, and I will draw a card for you. House of Escape. I will pull the card for you. Okay. Look at this. And she makes a decision. The first card we pulled, beautiful card. 10 of Pentacles. House, home, family, all the beautiful things that come around when we have the 10 of Pentacles. The woman here is surrounded by the swords. She's in her mind. She's in her mind having hard decisions to make that have to do with all the elements: earth, air, fire, water. Wands being career and ambition. Maybe this sword air sign woman who is of the mind, because swords is of the mind, thinking of the mind, communication. Libra, partnerships, Aquarius, friendships, and community are having a hard time making a decision. But when I pull the third card for the future holds the Lovers, the Cups, the Two of Cups, the Lovers. And look, the angel is watching. The birds are here. Earth is here. Cups are here. Twin flames, soulmates. Not having that problem to make the decisions anymore, because this woman is in her mind with swords. Swords is air, and that's being in the mind. We might be talking again with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but right now we have beautiful opportunities with getting married, having a wonderful family, having children, having parents around, home, health, house, career, money, wealth, material world, good health, good nature of care with animals, living life the way we want to live it. There's a person in this mix that is in their mind, having a hard time making decisions, discerning their options, feeling trapped. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I believe she has made up her mind, because in the future tense of the future card, we now have the Two of Cups that come together as the Lovers. So they plan this wedding. For those of you in the collective that are going to be doing this with this Gemini in Uranus this year for the next 7 years, they're going to end 2033. You will be in this situation. There will be hard decisions that are in your mind that you will have to make, that you will have to discern, pertaining to cups, the earth, the air, in your mind, decisions. But you're going to make them, and they're going to come into fruition, and they're going to be successful. Excuse me. And the outcome is true love, Two of Cups. Getting to the destination. Now, for my House of Escape, let me shuffle the cards for you. I'm going to grab another deck for you. The Elemental Wisdom deck. Sorry, it's very dry in here. I've had the air on all day. Woohoo! I see somebody. Woohoo! All right. SFINGH2-D3F. How are you? Love having you here. Thank you. I am going to shuffle them 3 times. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. I don't know if he's going to get replaced, but this Swords person, again, This is a swords person. A sword represents, and now we have the king of swords. All right. Swords, swords represent, the king of swords represents moving forward, swift, with decisions, using their mind. Swords is all about the mind, all about intellect, communication. Gemini, if it's a Gemini person, they represent the third house of communication, intellectual, and expression. If it happens to be a Libra in the seventh house, this is going to be partnership, marriage. Seventh house is ruled by Venus. Beautiful. Coming in, not going away. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uh, Surprises, upheavals, but Uranus is good with surprises. Surprise, I'm here. Surprise, this is happening. Just like we had Uranus go into Gemini, and we do for the next 7 years. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, third, seventh, and 11th house. Third house communication, seventh house of partnerships, 11 of friendships. If this person pertains to this personality, whether it's feminine or masculine, it could have to do with that. Will he get replaced before the end of the year? I don't see that happening. I see they're going to be working a lot with communication, self-expression, building partnership, building relationship, whether it's professional, personal, emotional, or business, and building community, building a strong community, building that foundation. Oh, and that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, this King of Swords is coming in, and they're going to be working with intellect, expression, communication, very strong, building partnerships, building relationships, building that community, building those strong social groups, building that strong foundation, building friendships. This is a very strong. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to say that because a lot of people are saying that a lot of people in power are going to be thrown to the side. And you know what? I'll let the universe take care of that. I have an idea what may happen, but if they're working on their craft and they're working to achieve success, I'm going to say they have a 50-50 chance. Actually, okay. Woohoo! I see that. Thanks. House of Escape. Thanks. Did that help you, House of Escape? Or do you need me to pull another card? I can do that. I will pull another card for you. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah, let's go final one. Sure. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. The Nine of Wands. Funny you should say that. Okay, because the Nine of Wands, nine represents Sagittarius. And we have Pluto retrograde in Sagittarius as of early today. We have, put this up here so because the light above me in the office. Nine of Wands. This warrior is not gonna let you get. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. You're not getting by. I'm going to show you exactly where you stand. Wands represent career ambition, creativity, life purpose, and awareness of others. She could see you coming a mile away, and she's gonna put you in your place. This is a fire sign. Fire signs. Leo, fifth house. Leo. So if you have anybody in any of these fire sign places that are part of your question, Leo, ruled by the fifth house. Of Venus, Sagittarius, ruled by the ninth house. Of Jupiter, Aries, ruled by the first house. We just had Aries pass through us recently, ruled by um, Mars. And Mars is still into play this week. Was in Mercury. Mars was square with Mercury. Squares are very difficult issues when it comes to Mars. Mars represents when there's a square. Mercury has a lot to do with communication. If Mars is in the mix, that means there's the difficulty with communication and facing challenges, balancing those communication energies pertaining to partnerships, relationships, business, career, moving forward, big business, big relationship topics, big career topics, big, big issues with the purpose in life for everybody's life, including this person or this um, sign within this card, which would be again Leo in the fifth house of Venus, the seventh house. We have Libra, and that would be Sagittarius, and then Aries. We have the first house. Aries rules the first house. Aries is what starts off the zodiac year and the new year of the zodiac. Yeah. Yes, and Jupiter is the Lord of Sag. Yes, and it is definitely entering Cancer. I love Cancer. Cancer is a beautiful water sign, empathetic, family oriented. So this may change up in the next few weeks, couple of weeks. Sometimes it takes a week extra. Sometimes it takes a month extra, 30 days extra. Cancer is very forgiving. Cancer can feel everything in the room. They are very much clairsentient. They can walk in a room and read the whole room as soon as they walk in if they are very big empaths. Pisces is the same thing too. Pisces, myself, walking in the room, they can sense everything. Be cautious, excuse me, of your body language, your facial expressions, and how you verbally, mentally, and emotionally express yourself in front of these individuals. Cancer, Leo, especially because they have big hearts and they're very sensitive and they take things very personally, even though they're like the brave heart of the zodiac, that fire sign Leo. Okay, how about an oracle card? And I always leave my spreads out so people can see them and take notes on them if they should like to. I've got the two clarifiers. I've got the Illuminati deck. I'm going to pull an oracle card. I'm going to pull a karmic karma. What goes around comes around deck. You two have a great day. It was good to see you. Sing H2-D3F. Thank you. I'm going to do final oracle card and then an angel number card. And we have, oh, I just said, all of you were here. What goes around comes around. And look at what we got. Understanding returns. What you send out into the universe comes back. Be mindful of your energy. I'm going to put this up here for all of you to see again. I said this right before I just shuffled the deck, and and here we go. Before I even got the card, my guardian angels are listening to me. Understand karmic returns. What you send out into the universe comes back to you. Be mindful of your energy. What goes around comes around 3 times 3. As I will it, so shall it be. What you do unto others will come back to thee. Be mindful what you say, be mindful what you do, and be cognizant that you don't do to other people that you don't want to happen to you. Okay, I'm leaving that out there. Those that were on the live chat, I have your cards on the side. For those of you that were here with the for the future, present, three three pick cards. I have left the cards out for you. I'm going to make sure I leave out our karmic card for today. Going forward for the next 24 to 48 hours, I want everybody to understand karmic returns. What you send out to the universe comes back. Be mindful of your energy. What you do unto others comes back to you times 3. Be careful. Don't get vengeful. Don't do anything stupid. Don't be childish. Engage brain before mouth. Embrace game before your heart. You do things that you regret. Make sure you're mindful of you don't want anybody to do those things to you, so don't do it to them. Hey, all right. I have an angel number card, and then we're going to call it an evening. I actually will be back here tomorrow, and I will be back here with a live reading tomorrow and on Friday. On Friday. I'll be back here tomorrow on the 7th. I'm going to do a one card pull for earth, air, fire, water, along with an angel card for each earth, air, fire, water. Discuss the astrology a little bit. Friday, I will do another reading. For those of you that want to jump on and have me pull a card or two for you to answer any questions, that would be great. Angel number cards. Time to pull a card. Wake up, everyone. Yeah, beautiful. And we already got the karmic card today. And this card is another one. Angel number cards. The card that came up is 9999. Lesson learned. Accumulation, results, benefits, reflection, completion. Benefits, reflection, completion. I will read this card for everyone. Let's back a little bit. Okay. There we go. So there we go. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. In other words, you've learned your lessons. You've learned your lessons, karmic lessons. You've learned them. You know not to do that anymore. 9999. Lessons learned. Accumulation. Results. Benefits. Reflection. Completion. Completion. The light has me on my side. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrive at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your pick. You made it, and the reward goes to you. Keep up the hard work. Keep up the hard work. Don't feel like the heavens aren't seeing you or your spirit guides aren't seeing you. You are being seen for your accomplishments, for your work. The universe is letting you know that you will maintain momentum and your drive towards your goal will be successful. Will be successful. Meditate on that. Meditate on that. Okay. The karma card fell on the floor. I'm going to leave these cards out for each of you so you can see them. You may take notes on each one of these cards and write down how you feel about them and let me know. You can contact me at Danu's Celtic World at gmail.com. You can book a reading with me. We can do an astrology chart for you. I will read your astrology chart. You will get a copy of it for your own to take a look at and constantly refer to when it comes to your goals, your plans, and what you have in store for your future. Remember, we want to be our authentic selves going forward. Let's keep our foundations alive. I want everybody to be able to know that you can also contact me through Instagram, Dan News Celtic Worlds. Please come follow. You can contact me here at YouTube, at my YouTube channel at Dan News Celtic Worlds. Please hit subscribe. Please view and hit like, and let's grow this channel. I'm also going to be giving classes soon. I'm a teacher, and school is going to be over here at the very end of May, and I will be holding classes soon too, as well, for all of you that want to participate and join. I will also be having a group put together for those classes, and you can join that. And in those groups, I have private messages for my private group. For the learning class. I will also put extra messages down so each of one of you can get an extra reading for the day, learn extra about each of the houses, each of the planets, what's coming on in the astrology, and what does trines mean, oppositions mean, what do retrogrades mean? How do we know what happens in a trine or when there's a sextile or when there's, a combust or when there's, another planet, when we have, Thalassia, or when we have Sedana, or when we have Athena, or when we have all the goddesses or gods in there, those representations in the history, so that you know how those stories play out when they hit your planets and your signs and in your houses within your birth chart. That's what I want you to all participate and joining my group here, which will happen at the end of the month, as well as my astrology classes. And I'd like for all of you to support my YouTube channel, Danu's Celtic Worlds. Again, Facebook as well, Danu's Celtic Worlds. You can join Facebook and contact me under Danu's Celtic Worlds. My name is Kate. There's nothing to hide here. I am the owner of the business. And I am also looking to open a store here in Houston too, a shop of my own, a spiritual shop of my own, and hopefully one day I'll actually get some orders from you there too. Please contact me again at Danu's Celtic Worlds. That's Facebook, Instagram, Danu's Celtic Worlds at gmail.com. Book an astrology chart with me, an astrology reading with me, a Celtic cross reading with me, with clarifiers and an oracle reading. And of course, we'll do some numerology for you as well. I look forward to seeing you Please press subscribe and like on my channel. Please come visit me at Facebook. Please come and see my posts on Facebook too. I have daily astrology messages and daily positive messages for everybody. And I can't wait to meet all of you again. And merry we part and merry we meet again. Blessed be. Have a great day. Ciao. Bye bye now. Have a great evening.